person wakes up in the morning and thinks, I'm going to save the planet? Who does that? Well, this morning I've been kicking around some ideas about who does that. And I've come up with 4 groups of people. The first is the institutionalized, or those who have been conferred permission by institutions. So this may be a degree, some course of specific learning, a PhD. These are people who are qualified, who know the truth about the disaster that's looming and feel permission and responsibility to act. The second group of people are those who are what I would call nature lovers with an instinctive connection to nature, feel one with nature, and so any threat to nature is a threat to them because we are one. And then the next group of people, if I just consult my list here, is the disruptors. So those who are angry and outraged and want to raise the alarm and send out a clarion call for change. So these are the protesters and those on the front line who are forcing change, forcing the offending big corporates to act and to bow to change. And then the last group are the innovators, the business builders and opportunists who see an opportunity to build a new tomorrow and to create a circular economy, because this is the only model. Well, not the only model, but it's one of the most commonly regarded models that will take us into. So, which of these 4 are you? Are you any of these, or are you none of these? It's quite likely that you'll be none of these. You won't relate. But the thing is, this is the thing. Everybody has a place in this fight to save humanity from the worst effects of climate change. We're heading towards 3 degrees, which is unthinkable in terms of what future generations that we'll never meet will have to endure. We're fighting not just for ourselves, but for them. And you might not feel compelled to fight for people you'll never meet, but throughout history, all big movements have fought not necessarily for the benefits they will receive, but for what future generations will receive. For example, I'm sitting here in the freedom to speak to you and make this video because of a fight that somebody else had generations ago on my behalf. And we can all say the same thing. You know, people have died for our freedoms. And so how much more should we bring ourselves to the front line of this climate emergency for future generations? I think we should. I think you should. And so there's one thing. So you can see here, I've got a heart and I've got a mind. And I think that we need to start within. When we come to the climate fight, we need to think about who we are. What values do we bring? What isms are we harboring? Do we hate others? Do we hate women? Do we hate other people from different demographics and classes and nations, different skin colors to us? You know, who are we? What are we harboring? Let's get rid of that and clean up our act and bring our best selves to the front lines of climate change. And over the coming videos, I'm going to be interviewing some absolute heroes who have just given themselves permission, who have just woken up and thought, I need to be part of the solution, and have thought creatively and built businesses and innovations and projects and so on to help save us all. So stay tuned. I look forward to sharing those interviews with you. They're called the Circularists. I'm a circularist. I hope you are too. The Circularists are coming.